Are you ready for this? We're at Then Nightingale Sings, mile marker 8. Morning mist and gully of dry bones. This morning, a mist rises from the valley. It's not burning off enough for you to see more than a few steps ahead. You don't know why, but Nightingale is weeping now and cannot seem to stop. You reach up to pat her, and she spreads one wing over your shoulder. She cheeps once, then closes her eyes and tucks her beak into her side. She needs some care, but what should you do? You step off the trail and harvest some long grasses, weaving them into a nest of sorts for your friend. You place her gently in it, then set it on a branch nearby and wait. It's too foggy to go on anyway. Your chest itches beneath the tin. You reach in to scratch it, and then you remember your tin whistle. It's been there since before you started, tucked inside your shirt. You are able to free it, so you play a D scale and an arpeggio as a warm-up. You reach into your memory and play a song for Nightingale. She nods her thanks and indicates that she will sleep for a while now. You find a new stone at your feet, protector, and put it beside her nest. You decide to explore a bit and circle slowly to get your bearings. Although your field of vision is limited, you pick up your pace and enlarge your circle, but then you trip over your own feet and whomp. When you come to and look around, you realize you have landed at the bottom of a deep gully. The sides are steep and crumbly, and below you and all around you are what? Bones? Skeletons? Are you in some sort of graveyard again? The remains are most definitely human. You sit up, then slowly stand and balance, surveying the area. But there is nothing to grab and hold on to help you pull yourself out of this pit of horror. You spot hand and finger bones attached to an arm bone and think out loud. If that had flesh and blood, could it pull me out? You remember some science lessons in human anatomy and try to recall the names of those bones. Tibia? No, that's not right. Ulna, maybe. Radial? Nope, Tin Man. Those are tires. Radius. Those hand bones were carpals. Carpals and metacarpals. And that upper arm bone, was it the humerus? Ha ha, you laughed wryly. Of course it was. But there's nothing even slightly humorous about this dilemma. You sit back down, too tired to even grumble. Time passes, and you whisper a feeble, "Help me." By now, Nightingale must be awake and worried about you. Will she think she's been abandoned? You give up thinking. Lean back against the side of the gully and call louder, "Help!" This time you hear a sound, and so you holler louder, "Help! Down here!" A cowboy on a horse gallops up, looks down at you, assesses the situation, and says, "Hold on, mister. Stay there." Well, what else can you do? He takes a rope from his side, makes a loop, and sends the lasso spinning above you. Then it floats down over your head and around your shoulders. "Put it under your arms," he instructs. You do that. "Now snug her up and hang on." He leads his pony in a walk, perpendicular to the gully. Filthy, hot, and sweaty, you are slowly dragged to the top. But what's this? Most of your rusty armor is gone and is down with the bones below. Your rescuer extends his hand, you grab hold, and he pulls you to your feet. You remove the rope and hand it back. He then pounds your back, and a cloud of dust whooshes into the air. Then he says, "Name's Zeke, and this here little guy is the Mustang I rescued, named One Trick. He's got only one trick, but it's a good 'un." Zeke laughs. "The two of us have used his one trick lots of times to pull travelers like you out of here." Then he pauses. "Oops, I nearly forgot. If you're Tin Man, and I figure you are, I got something for you." He reaches in his saddlebag, pulls out a small ornate music box with a tiny hand crank, and places it in your hand. "My friend," he continues, "leave that dead, dry life behind you. You're done with all that. The sun came to give you abundant life, you knucklehead. Enjoy it to the full." "Me and One Trick got a mosey on. We've got another rescue to do, a couple trails east of here. So long, pardner." "Thanks, Zeke, so very, very much," you say, shaking his hand. One Trick kicks up a stone as they turn to leave. You pick it up and read, "Life." They trot off. The mist has dissipated enough that you can see the tree branch holding the nest. You head that direction, cranking the music box handle as you walk. You stop beside her, and the two of you listen, and you sing along with the catchy chorus.
I walked down a boulevard the people called despair, and wondered if I'd ever find a single answer there. But all I saw in front of me were hanging lifeless bones, and I asked myself if they would ever stand up on their own. Some folks try to dress them up or try to make them real by adding lots of color, but dry old bones can't feel. They're empty signs of hopelessness, no meat, no skin, no breath. In caves or buried by themselves, they only speak of death. So bones will never dance, and bones are never kind, and bones will never heal a hurting, broken mind. Those bones will never love, it's not what they are for. They're only sad reminders that we long for something more. If we choose to ask the questions, or choose to wonder why, or look to earth for answers, or look up to the sky, we find that dirt won't save us, and stars will sometimes die, that riches, fame, and social gain, like skeletons, are dry. So in this valley of dry bones, my hopes and dreams were dead. But then among the shadowlands, a cross appeared instead. I saw a man come toward me, and he offered me his hand. A man who was a servant, a lion and a lamb. A smile was in his eyes, and a light shone from his face. His heart was full of mercy, his arms were full of grace. I saw the truth before me, everything that I dreamed of. I chose him in that instant. I chose life and light and love. 'Cause bones will never dance, and bones are never kind, and bones will never heal a hurting, broken mind. Those bones will never love, it's not what they can do. So I choose life and light and love, and Jesus, I choose you. Those bones will never love, it's not what they can do. So I choose life and light and love, Jesus, I choose you. Yes, I choose life and light and love, and Jesus, I choose you.
Bones can never love, that's not what they can do. So I choose life and light and love, and Jesus, I choose you. You hum and whistle and tap a little rhythm on the last bit of your armor. All that's left of it is the breastplate and the back plates. If you're being honest, it makes you a little nervous to have so much of your body exposed. Most of your clothing is in tatters. You set the music box in the tree and then lift Nightingale, nest and all, off the branch and tuck her into your armor close to your heart as she seems weary again and is very quiet. You put the stone inside next to her. You haven't traveled far down the trail toward the next rest stop when a petite young woman who resembles a pixie comes dancing up behind you. She waves a ribbon banner imprinted with the words, "A God like that," and a ribbon sash across her shoulder identifies her as Abigail, Joy of the Father. She sings and dances to a song that plays on a small portable boom box. You stop to listen and watch.
There's a man in chains of his own making in a prison cell. He knows that he has wandered far away. He's living out the words they spoke. He's too far gone. But Jesus comes to stop him on his darkest day. I can fall in love with a God like that, a God who'll never leave us alone. I want to know him better and dance with him forever. Yes, I can fall in love with a God like that. Oh, she just wants to be somebody's special girl. She's passionate and pretty, but she's wild. God sees past her craziness and sends a man to find her, to hold her and remind her she's a precious child. I can fall in love with a God like that, a God who'll never leave us alone. I want to know him better and dance with him forever. Yes, I can fall in love with a God like that. A shepherd king is looking for a little lamb whose tender heart is hurting. He's been running again. He's frightened and he's tired, lying wounded in the dark. The shepherd kneels to lift him up, then holds him in his arms. I can fall in love with a God like that, a God who'll never leave us alone. I want to know him better and dance with him forever. Yes, I can fall in love with a God like that. I want to rest in his holy peace, sing his lullaby of love to a broken world. He makes me want to run and shout and praise his name forever. For a God like that has come. Oh, a God like that has come. Yes, a God like that has come to save a simple country girl. Yes, I fell in love with a God like that, a God who'll never leave us alone. I want to know him better and dance with him forever. Of course I fell in love with a God like that. Can you fall in love with a God like that? Oh, God will never leave you alone. You can know him better and dance with him forever. Oh, can you fall in love with a God like that? I hope you fall in love with a God like that.
When Abigail's song ends, she boldly approaches you, stands up on her tiptoes, leans into your breastplate, and sings a secret tune to Nightingale. You feel the vocal vibrations, and they are very comforting. Abigail points out the next rest stop to you. Then she dances off in the opposite direction.